ready and go. And since our patients are in a bad position and might be taken advantage of because of their illness, they need the peace officers there ready to take care of them. I think there's a solution looking them right in the face.
I agree with you. And it's one that I think that we need to probably put in writing and submit to the city of Stockton, in all honesty, because I think it's important that these points come forward. And I don't know if they make it. Unfortunately, there's just not enough of us to go around to all the places that need the help.
Well, they're coming to me and they're saying, the census is that we should have adult usage. You understand if they do adult usage that they're going to do the research will be on what will be the most that you will want and the highest you can get, not what is the most beneficial for you.
That is probably
and how
true.
To earn the most money. They will have marketing experts in the middle of this going, how much money can we pry from the patient? You understand that? Because the way it is set up now, there's no need for that, and if they did it, it would be useless to them.
True.
I think that it should stay the way. I think we need our Attorney General to get amnesty and or offers and compromises from the federal government for these people who are accidental patriots and grew and made sure they had medical cannabis available for these patients, especially the cancer patients, the MS patients, the Crohn's disease patients, et cetera, and make sure that they can get these offers and compromises. And our Attorney General is supposed to be doing this for us because she is our representation against the federal government. I don't understand why she isn't. Well, wait, the federal government calls her a hero while the people of California don't. Well, I guess somehow they figured the federal government's going to do all the votes for if she wants to go to a higher office. Is that what it is?
No comment.
Well, you starting to
Wait,
sound...
what happened to the wackety, wackety, wackety?
Well, I don't know.
Threw you off on that one, didn't
Yeah,
I? It's coming from the other way.
No, she needs to do that. She really does.
I agree. I think she could have done a better job towards the patients than what she's done.
Well, I think she looks at patients as less than a voter, not realizing there's probably 70% of the voters right there.
Mm-hmm. True.
You understand? Hey, voter, vote for her and get what you get.
Oh, brother. Well, that's what goes on in politics, though, all the time. Politics make me so tired sometimes, just keeping up with everything that's going on. You have heard, I was at an Occupy Sacramento event this morning that they all met at the federal building over the Bradley Manning decision, which he was the officer that basically sent messages to WikiLeaks. And we've got two groups of people. We have one set of people that say that Bradley Manning was a hero. He was a whistleblower and should have been protected. And we have the other side that basically says that Bradley Manning was a criminal for releasing information and that, it wasn't even classified. Most of this information was not classified. People don't realize that. But it was still the federal government's information. And I've been torn between it because I really took a look at it because my baseline is if one American citizen, if one military personnel is hurt by the information that went out, then he's wrong.
They're saying their informants and everything else might be hurt.
Well, but that's not what I see. What I've been seeing on through the information that's come through is it embarrassed our government considerably. But why is our government doing things that are embarrassing? What happened to truth, honesty?
I think our government
and
is
we're supposed to be moral.
Snitch.
Well, yeah.
They're calling somebody a snitch. Our government. Well, who does that too? Oh yeah, are they who running our government now?
Well, it scares me. It scares me to death when we are putting people in prison who are whistleblowers, who are bringing forward some of the things that we would care not to look at. I mean, how are we going to correct it if we don't see it? How are we going to correct it if we all kind of know what's happening, but nobody will come forward? Well, what happens when you put somebody away in prison for 136 years? You think the next guy down the line is going to say, you know what? I know this is really wrong, but I'm not going to say anything.
Well, see, the thing is they are willing to put. They're like we're playing a card game, and they go, we're the ones that own the table, so we're going to do what we want to do. And if it scares you, good.
Well, where does Christ come into this, Brian?
Well, Christ will come into this. It will. Don't worry. We just have to be long-suffering.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting because I'm scared for our nation. Where is Christ going to come into this and make this better for us?
Well, we get the long as this radio show, they allow this radio show to go on, and we get people to do the Lord's Prayer at 6 p.m. every night. If they could do it at 6 a.m., that'd be great. We need to have some sort of movement, and this is why I was for the occupational Tea Party. Tea Party was a non-violent demonstration of overtaxation. The occupation movement means we're not getting the services that the Tea Party or the taxpayers are paying for, which we are not. That money is disappearing, and we all know where that money is disappearing to.
True.
It's going, well, look at Saudi Arabia or Egypt. They're yelling at Egypt, going, hey, that bad Egypt. You know what? We're going to cut off your aid. Well, they cut off part of their aid, but there's still $3 billion of aid going to them.
Yeah.
Okay, now, I don't know if this is true. I saw this on Democracy Now! And she says, well, that $3 billion can only be spent in buying military equipment. So they could be pissed off at Egypt, but they don't want to cut off that cash flow from the taxpayer, which that cash flow could actually go to the people that the Occupy movement are protecting, right? Mm-hmm. Now, the thing that was coming up with me, too, is I'm seeing people in our nation being treated like the veterans were treated by the VA. I'm seeing that promises not being kept, such as having these retirement funds not fully funded, these pensions not funded. They still vote for these guys. Don't be stupid. Pick up that Bible, read the Bible, vote the Bible. 80% of us are Christians and Jews. Vote the Bible as one unit. Be a Democrat if you want. Be a Republican if you want. Be an independent if you want. But vote the Bible. If you're a Christian, you have to vote the Bible.
Okay. I'm not going to argue with that.
And well, I say vote freedom too, but the thing that comes up here is, because the thing is if you vote away things or put binding on it, then it goes to the black market, right?
Yeah.
So
and that's what we're doing. We're
too.
Fostering a huge black market within our own country.
Well, that gets us under the radar. What they know is if somebody's making $600 a month on welfare and they come there and the person has cable TV, that he has some sort of side job or some way of making income to pay for that cable TV. If he has cable TV and he's driving a car, he has to have money coming in from somewhere else besides his welfare. That allows them to walk into the wherever, welfare apartments, wherever the projects, and everybody else will say, that's none of my business because they don't need this problem to rain down on them.
Yeah, but it is our business. It's all of our businesses because we are a one people.
Now, back down to serious news. What did you think of the fair this year?
Back to the fair. I actually had a really good time at the fair, but I'm always really glad to see it start. I'm really tired by the end of the fair.
Well, I liked the way all the expeditions, and I thought that the people were super friendly this year. I thought there was an uplifting attitude there. The only thing that was wrong there is they had $12 beers. $12 beers.
Well, it depends. If you were like our daughter, Bubba, she gets free beers.
Shh, you're telling on something. The $12 beers. $12. I remember driving up there thinking, man, their beers are really good, but they're $10. And I thought, $12? I did not buy one beer this year.
I did.
Did you send them? Your car's gone. My triangle's in there. The Hang'em Triangle. I had a.
Made at the state fair.
I had a.
That made no sense to me. It took me a while to come out. Your triangle was in there, honey. Triangles aren't you? I don't think you're supposed to have triangles.
No, the little dinner bell thing.
Yeah,
that had the ringer on it. I left it in your car.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure they'll use that up there to scare those bears away.
Yeah, bear.
That's exactly.
Bear. Now, this other thing was. So this guy, they got arrested.
Mr. Manning.
Well, let's talk about fair food. What did you think of the chocolate dip cheesecake?
Do you know what that
Frozen
was? That was
cheesecake
decadent.
chocolate.
That was decadent.
That was so rich that you would taste it, and
all that fried food. Oh my God! How you can fry so many different products? I think they had fried. Oreos, they had deep fried. I think watermelon.
And then they had a real good selection of all sorts of different products.
Are you hungry by chance? Is this what this is going?
No. And then you went to every concert.
I did. I went to all.
What was your favorite concert?
Third Day.
Third Day was that? That's
and Grand Funk Railroad.